I mean, to get to the top is so much dedication you have to give. And that's in any field, you know. Like, I watch American football and basketball, and the things that they do in the off season, the basketball players, and you know, the American football players. I'm like, wow! And it's a commitment.
Of course,
it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle for that period of time that you're playing. It's a lifestyle, and sometimes you're young, you get carried away with it. You get the cars, the girls, the jewelry, and everything, and then the football just falls by the wayside. But you have to keep it up. You've got to get to the top and to get to where you want to get to have the money that secures you for the rest of your life. You have to make the big sacrifices. You have to make those sacrifices. The nights you stay in when your friends are going out and stuff like that. Maybe there's just a 2-week holiday or 3-week holiday if you're lucky. Yeah, you got to come back and start training. Start your pre-season. Remember pre-season. Remember we didn't have a pre-season back in the day. We had pre-season.
Yeah.
We started off, I think, in the things that we were doing in the power league. We were starting sessions off early. I remember when the pros used to come down to the power league.
Catch the pits.
Yeah. Before they even started pre-season training, just to be ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Now it's everyone's doing it.
Now everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
But we used to call it
pre-season.
Yeah.
You know. So to be a success in anything in life is about dedication and focus.
That's definitely.
And desire. You know. Those are the implements, and then the ability and the willingness to learn. You know, that then comes into it. How much do you want to learn? How much do you want to better yourself? You know, and how much you want to look inward. Because when things go wrong, it's easy to blame someone outside. But I always say when you point the finger at someone, how many fingers are pointing back at you?
Yeah.
So it all starts with you.
No, accountability, massive thing that I don't feel like people take enough.
No, not at all.
Especially after performances or games, it's like, okay, cool. You know, someone's asked you, oh, how was the game? Oh, we won. No, how did you play? Oh, we won. That's when I know you're not being accountable. Because sometimes you don't want to tell me how you performed. Because we could have won, but I could have had the worst game of my life.
Yeah, some people, the way that they look at things is different, isn't it? So the way that you look at it from inward. Some people just look at it
outward,
just use their eyes and go outward. But we go inward because if we had a terrible game, even if we won and we had a terrible game of football, we don't really want to talk to no one because you know that you're bad. You stunk.
Yeah, when I was young, I knew I wasn't getting the McDonald's on the way home. We could have won, but no food on the way home. You knew you played badly.
I think all great players, and I think anyone who's a success in life knows when they stink. You know what I mean? So there's something they just go and work on. And it's not being hard on yourself, it's just that you just want to be that person. You know, and football is the greatest sport on the planet. Yeah. You know, and if you can get to the top, you're in the 1%. Less than 1% that got all the way to the top. And it's not easy. It's not easy. You know, sometimes football has brought me to tears with some of the players that didn't make it. And I know one player that sacrificed his scholar. So someone that he thought was a friend but was really associate got the scholar. And then he never got the scholar, but then became a doctor.
Yeah.
So it all panned out in
the end. But at that time, I was gutted.
Yeah.
Because he came to me and said, please, would you get this boy a trial? And I was like, yeah, but he plays in the same position as you. But don't worry.
Right.
And I'm like, what do you mean don't worry? If he comes in, he could take your position and you don't get the scholar. So it happened, he didn't get the scholar.
Crazy.
You know, and the boy didn't even say thank you. He didn't even come back to me and even say thank you. Just carried on his merry way. These are the things that happen in football. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Get a
crazy.
scholarship, playing international football. You're not even thanks, Errol.
Yeah.
Or thanks, mate, for sacrificing your scholarship space. But these things happen. And that's how you learn.
It's a nasty game, and at the same time, it's a beautiful game, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's life. Life's got its ups and downs.
Yeah.